Will this mum choose a career overseas or her family?
I'm not losing another son. I don't want you to leave.
Seven's Home and Away is next.
Previously on Home and Away.
When it comes to relationships, everything's complicated. That's why I'm staying single.
I thought you were seeing a fair bit of young Indy Walker lately.
Yeah, but we're only friends.
Stand correct.
Technically, I'm scouting for staff for my clinics in the US.
What he means is he wants my wife to move her whole life overseas.
Thankfully, she said no.
Well, actually, it's a fantastic opportunity. It's just if things were different.
Yeah, but they're not, are they? So I don't know why I'm still talking about it.
I'm not, Tony. You're the one who brought it up.
What do you think about taking up my offer?
I am.
Seriously?
Yes, I'm seriously considering taking the job. I said I'm considering it, that's all.
No, Rachel, you said you're seriously considering it, so are you?
Okay, yes, I am. That doesn't mean that I'm going to do it.
Yeah, it doesn't mean you're not either, does it?
Am I not allowed to think about this?
Oh, hang on, so when were you planning on telling me this? When you and Harry moved to America?
Of course not. What? Hey, where are you going?
I'm going to go and seriously consider cooling off, all right?
Can I get anyone a tea, coffee?
No, thanks.
Well, there goes another satisfied customer.
Oh, Angelo, it was a really lovely night.
Yeah?
Leah left before dessert. There was an argument pretty much happening the whole time. Tony's just stormed off and Rachel looks miserable.
No, I'm talking about the decor. I'm talking about the food. It's been fantastic. Wonderful. I've loved it. In fact, I'm going to eat here as often as my teaching salary permits me to. Okay, I'll see you at the grand opening. That's my jacket. Let it go. Squizzy.
Bye.
No, you're not. Thank you so much.
No, thank you.
Thanks for walking me home.
It was the least I could do after causing a major fight between you and your husband.
No, I think Tony just needed to blow off some steam.
Anyway, I might head off, just in case he hasn't blown off enough steam by the time he gets back.
Well, I wouldn't rush. The look in his eye will be gone a while. And the way I'm feeling right now, I wouldn't care if he were gone a week.
You don't mean that.
Don't I?
You can't blame Tony for feeling like this. The job's a threat. It was happening to me and my wife, and I want to go on the record thanking Buddha, L. Ron Hubbard, and God that I'm not married. I'd feel threatened too.
Well, I'm still really annoyed.
That's normal too. You have a great opportunity, one you're clearly excited by, and Tony seems to be dismissing it out of hand.
Well, this analysis is all very well, but now I actually have to figure out what I'm going to do.
You guys will come to a decision that works for both of you.
You make it sound so easy.
Like I said, I'm not married. Night.
All right.
This is your favourite romantic comedy? But it's so old.
It's one of my favourites. But yeah, it's great.
I can't tell what's going on. Everyone's wearing hats, talking really fast and walking in and out of rooms all the time.
It's about a man who refuses to believe in love, who falls in love with a woman who he broke up with a year ago, but she's so upset from the breakup that she doesn't trust men anymore.
Well, if they were really heartbroken, they would not be smiling and making jokes. They would be constantly going over everything that went wrong in their head while staring out into space.
Don't judge everyone by your own standards.
Okay then. Well, what did you do when you broke up with Owen?
Stand into space and rehash everything that went wrong in the relationship, but then I moved on.
Well, maybe I should start talking fast while walking in and out of rooms all the time.
I'll have you know this is a classic.
Just because something's made in black and white does not make it a classic. You realise that, right?
So what are you saying? That all those episodes of Mr. Ed are cutting-edge television?
Almost, but not quite.
What about The Monsters?
Oh yeah, that's a classic. What are you doing?
I spilled water on myself. I'm just taking my top off. If I'm boring you, you don't have to stay on the line, you know.
Nope, I'm not bored. I'm not bored.
Hi.
You slept on the couch last night.
Yeah, well, I got in a little late. I didn't want to wake you up.
Left pretty early this morning. I really don't think we need to be childish about this.
What, childish like deciding to go to America without telling your husband first?
I haven't decided anything. That's why I'm here. I want to talk about it.
There's nothing to talk about, Rach. I mean, my job's here, my home's here, Harry's home's here. Not to mention your job at the hospital, it's our home. I don't get it, Rach. Why are you even considering this? I mean, you came to Summer Bay to get away from the rat race and now you want to head off to America. I seriously don't understand why you're considering it.
Because it's a fantastic opportunity, that's why.
No, I think it's because Daniel's put ideas in your head. More like it, that's why. You weren't thinking this way before he arrived.
No. But I was thinking that I'm not exactly fulfilled with the life that I've been living here.
Rachel, nobody's 100% fulfilled with the life they lead. That's what life is, love.
So I'm just supposed to accept that and not think of ways that I can improve things?
No, but you could at least consider trying to improve it locally before you want to uproot everybody and take them the other side of the world.
There's nothing local that compares with this.
Have you looked?
I don't need to. There's nothing like Daniel's clinic in Australia, let alone Summer Bay. So I know that this is not easy. It's incredibly complicated. But I didn't see it coming either. But now that it's here, I feel like I really need to give it some consideration.
Yeah, well, don't let me stand in your way, Rachel. Actually, that's right. You didn't.
All right, enough is enough. Dolls can't use the toilet. No, they can't, can they? And dolls also can't take their pants down, especially their underpants. Never, ever. Who's responsible for this?
Well, don't look at me.
Oh, me.
I just hope you helped him wash his hands afterwards.
Al, you might be angry with me, but don't you take it out on an innocent victim like Oddly, please.
Oddly innocent? He's about as innocent as Jack the Ripper. I got to go and hold Angelo's hand at the surf club.
How's he going?
Well, a bit like an expectant father in a maternity ward, only not quite as calm.
I'll come with you. Indy asked me to meet her there before school.
Oh, you're going on a little breakfast date?
No, we're walking to school together. Why can't a guy and a girl just be friends?
Not when your name is Romeo, and not when you're often talking to her till midnight. Most nights. On the telephone. Who's paying for those calls, by the way?
This is harassment. I'm beginning to understand how he feels. Hey. Oh, thank you. So, how come you're here so early?
Maybe I wanted to hang out with you as much as possible before we went to school.
Really? I guess that's not it.
No, but check out the ego in you.
But you are here early and you did arrange to meet me.
Okay, you got me.
All right, so I got a mission. Discover Indy's secret.
Okay, if you can guess it by 7 o'clock tonight, I'll shout you dinner at Angela's new place.
Well, that sounds like you're trying to get a date out of me.
Again, the ego.
Oh, Rachel's not home. I'm not here to see Rachel. I want to talk to you.
Yeah, well, I got to go to work.
It won't take long.
Come on. What do you want, Daniel?
To talk about your wife, the doctor, her abilities, how she's being wasted here.
Wow, you got some nerve, haven't you? You sliding into town and, telling Rachel she's wasted? Well, you always been like this, or you picked this up from the Yanks?
I've always been like this when it comes to Rachel. She's one of the best doctors I've known. She's always top of the class at med school. She was the one everyone thought would do the most with her career. It's devastating not to see her reach her potential.
Oh, well, boo-hoo for you. What are you, her mother?
No, I'm her friend.
Well, a friend would understand that she does a hell of a lot of good here.
I'm not saying she doesn't, but she's not doing what she could be doing overseas. There's no comparison.
Well, why don't you tell that to the people whose lives she saved? This might be difficult for you to understand, but some doctors are interested in things other than money.
I'm not talking about money.
Oh, well, Daniel-san, why don't you enlighten me with your worldly wisdom as to what it is about?
This is a chance for her to prove herself on the world stage, to find out just how good she is, to truly be the best she can be.
Okay, Rachel knows how good she is. She does not need the good opinion of the Americans to justify her place in the world.
I'm not talking about what other people think of her. I'm talking about what Rachel thinks of Rachel. You know better than anyone. You know what she's capable of.